What's going on YouTube? My name is Jason and welcome to today's show. Today we have got a very special unboxing. I was going to pay my bills just now, and then while paying the bills I just couldn't help but at the corner of my eyes realized that there was a shop selling this. For those of you who are at least in Southeast Asia, you know that this box contains not rice but durian. This durian is called Hongxia or red prawn. It cost me about $12 Singapore or about $10 for these 2 rolls of nice flesh. I won't be eating it on screen, but just let you see. I think it's durian season, but I think all the good stuff is coming back to Singapore because the logistics into China is very tough. It's called red prawn because of how it's shaped and it's look a bit. I mean, if I were to unpack it, you realize that it's actually curved, somewhat like a prawn, and it's a bit of a reddish tinge. Anyway, joking aside, I will eat this durian later. But joking aside, today we are going to talk about something that I bought recently. I've got no ruler, so I'm using this, and I'm going to use this to point at stuff. So we have got the Didun Stainless Steel. This Didun Stainless Steel, for those of you who are in the watch hobby long enough, you know that this is a Nautilus Homage. Okay, so what's the difference between a Homage watch and a replica? What exactly is a Homage watch? Essentially, it takes a lot of key design elements from another model and it incorporates its own creative ideas. A replica is what it is. It pretends to be something else that it isn't. For example, fake Rolexes, they don't tell you that they are from Didun Stainless Steel. So I do feel a bit dirty after buying this watch, because I saw the pictures online of what it's supposed to be paying homage to. There is the Patek Philippe Nautilus, and this looks exactly like it, except for the fact that it's branded Didun Stainless Steel, and the date wheel, it's a different color, and it's a quartz movement. And okay, I just do a quick overview of this watch. So yes, brush. I bought this from AliExpress. It cost me about $50. I ordered it in mid-April, and it came earlier this week. So that took about 60 days. I got the quartz movement because after all, I really am not going to send this watch for servicing. I even resized the bracelet myself because I couldn't bring myself to go to the watchmaker and show him this ghastly thing that I bought. So some dimensions, lug to lug, it's about 40.45 mm. Okay, just need to set this aside. It's about 45 mm. I can't find my clear ruler, and I don't have vernier calipers, so it's about 45 mm lug to lug. Okay, so it's very nice. It's, the bracelet is hollow and it has a terrible strap. It's a terrible strap that I just show you. Uses some friction to lift it up. There's this deployment clasp, the butterfly clasp. Okay, so in terms of the bracelet, you can see that there is some. It is very reflective in the mid links, but at the side, the first and the third link, it's somewhat brush polished. Okay. On this side, you can see here, it's reflective on the bezel edges, if you can call it bezel edges. There's screws, okay, but the case here, the outer case here, is brush polish. It's really very beautiful. If you've seen the unboxing video, you realize that how beautiful it is. Okay, so there's one, the crown, unsigned crown. It's a quartz movement, so just lift it up. Okay, it's not a screw down. Okay, so just stop. The second hand stops. Move backwards, in fact. Okay, so the dial. The dial is, I'm not sure what's the best word to describe the dial. It is like a bit of a texture with a lot of lines across, and the indices, they're all poorly loomed. I'm not going to do a night shot, but it's all stick indices that are poorly loomed. And you can see here, Didun Stainless Steel. So the good thing about this watch is that it's actually well executed in terms of the brush finish. In fact, when my wife first saw it, she was quite impressed at both the color combination as well as the brush finishing of this watch. So the downside, aside from the fact that it's a blatant rip-off of a Patek Philippe Nautilus, is that at least you get to appreciate the beauty on your wrist. That's about it. I think I probably will wear this watch when I am, out and about on my day-to-day activity, but not for formal occasions, because I'm sure if you go hang out or you go in the business formal setting, you're definitely going to get called out on this watch, and I really do not know what the correct response should be. So the not so good thing is that, okay, just start from the back. Oh my gosh, look at the horrendous. It hides a quartz movement, so you can see here at the back, it's just blacked out. I'm not sure what quartz movement is inside, but it just blacked out the case back. And the other thing was that it didn't indicate exactly where. Most watches will let you know have an arrow direction on the link to show you where you can knock out the friction pins, but there isn't any on this, and I had to guess, and I spent about 15 minutes in the night trying to figure out. Okay, so this buckle, unsigned, poorly done, and okay, just let me put it on the wrist. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a very deep cleansing bath later. Okay, so it's about 45 mm lug to lug, and this is how it sits on the narrow part of my, I think it's 6 1/4 inch wrist. Very beautiful, in fact. Another complaint about this is that the way the bracelet is actually very. It's not only it's cheap, but it doesn't go on doesn't blend with your wrist well. So if I'm not sure you can see it here. You can't see it here. So it just doesn't sit on the wrist very well. Doesn't curve to the contours of your wrist. Otherwise, those are my complaints. I've got durian waiting for me. You can get this on AliExpress, although if you want to wait for 60 days, be my guest. Tomorrow, most of the circuit breaker measures will be lifted. Singapore will be entering a new phase in containment measures, and I will be probably getting some watches at my favorite watch shop in Bencoolen tomorrow during lunchtime. So there will be more unboxing videos, so be sure to like, share and subscribe to this channel. It's 9:50 p.m. Good night everyone, stay safe.